still talking about Chilvary? What do people want to talk about? You said you used my phone and you left it over there.
I don't know what the doggone thing is for
What? For Wi-Fi? I think. I'm getting ready to revamp all that anyway. The new hotness.
New hotness?
New hotness, not the old busted junk.
Hey, Peaches. What's good? Peaches up top.
Hey, what's up, Pete? What part of New Orleans you stay in, Peaches?
Peaches, we was in New Orleans for about 4 days. Louisiana. We was in 4 days.
Who's trying to get in contact with you?
Hey, Monica. How are you? Hey, Shalonda.
Carisha?
Neely.
It's storming over here.
Yes, it's
I'm scared.
baby making weather right now.
Nah.
It's kind of stuff you go do the nasty in. We was there the weekend of the 26th. I think it was that my cousin got married there. I went live. Yeah, and I was like, who in New Orleans? Because he said it was you, but I couldn't find you. Like, I guess because we're not friends personally, you can't go through the page, so I couldn't find you. So I was like,
Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
We was there Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I mean, we were everywhere, including the Baton Rouge, man.
Yeah, we was in New Orleans.
We were all over because it was our anniversary. Monica, where you at? You said Sunday 103 here. Where you at?
She must be on the West Coast. Got to be. It's nighttime.
It's nighttime.
Here, they 3 hours behind. It's like 5 p.m. over there.
Oh, she said Sunday. It's a little small town called Prairieville. If you go back, she in Phoenix. Listen, Peaches, if you go back to on Facebook, I went live. Girl, I tell you, New Orleans got so many line dances that was ridiculous. I was like, oh my God, how many line dances?
We were looking for you, trying to get.
How many line dances did one person have? I mean, from the old to the young was getting it how they live.
Good
it was
food.
Fun though. Oh my God, and everybody was baby. Come on in, baby.
We had a good time.
We really did.
I spent $91 at Don's Seafood.
You so stupid.
I still got the receipt.
And that time he spent $91 at Don's Seafood. He pulling out a receipt from New Orleans right now. Isn't that retarded? Well, how about that?
I know, right? Lord have mercy.
Catch me outside.
Whew.
So, as always, when you come on, we ask that you share this to your page so people can join. So we won't. I mean, it's still inevitable that somebody is going to join and say, "Hey, what y'all talking about?" Right. That was our first time, but it was fun. I must say, we had a good old time.
Right.
We had so say hello when you come in the room. Let us know you're here. Share it to your page. Tell people to come on in. Come one, come all. No. Jesus is real. I'm just messing with you. Okay, so I see more people in the room than who said hello. So somebody else tell me hello. Let me know where you are and where you from. The ones that didn't. Mohair? Where you from, Mohair? I can't remember. B-more. Lord Jesus, we ain't been to B-more yet.
Not yet.
And then tap some people. We got to make it to B-more. Hey, from St. Louis. I just shared it. I appreciate that. Okay, how you pronounce that name, Cedric?
Well,
Did you travel, fly? Did you take the
Andrea?
I did not take the kids. No, I'm talking about here.
Sonata?
I did. We flew, and we did not take the kids at our anniversary. So what we want to do at our anniversary, we didn't want the kids to be present.
Nah.
A whole lot of that.
Nikki's in Richmond. We was in Hampton and Norfolk.
Yeah, we just and you know, and when we go there, we got people there. So because we. I'm sorry for the delay. We say, laugh out. Come on, I just moved back. Well, sorry about the little. It's storming here, so if y'all have some intermittent service, we apologize. Hey, Michelle, Beham, Birmingham, Alabama. So you country, cornbread, corn-fed. What you call it? Corn-fed.
I guess.
Cornbread fed. So how's everybody doing on this Monday? How's everybody doing? Look, it's like church service. We need people to talk back to you.
We're doing wonderful. Wonderful.
Wonderful. So anyway, we will get started. Howdy from Denton, Texas. Wow. Hey, Amy. Is this your first time with us? Because I don't think I've ever seen your name. From Toledo. Devin from Toledo, Ohio in the house. What's up, Devin? Toledo. I've never been to Ohio.
I've been to Cincinnati.
My baby daddy lived there, LeBron. He lived there.
Yeah.
That's my side piece.
Yeah, okay.
My baby daddy lived there. He in the playoffs right now, so I'm just saying, but that's where he lived. But we meet at a crazy location. Well, Amy, thank you for joining us. We're glad. Devin, don't laugh because me and Bron about that life.
That's hilarious.
That me and Bron about that?
Yeah, y'all go ahead. Do your thing.
You know, I think Savannah is good for him. But, you know, because I ain't leaving Cedric. So, you know, we go rendezvous, get a little money.
Go ahead.
You know, make it rain a little bit, then come on back home. Just saying.
Like, get that
you do you, support. I do me. I can't be in the limelight like that. So, I'm going to let you have that, LeBron. No? Okay. Mm-hmm. So if you're just joining us, I'm asking you to share this to your page. But we are talking tonight about chivalry.
Now, I did that, now what? I'm tired of kicking people down.
What's that?
No, now just what?
Just bring it down, drag it down. All right, cancel that.
Ain't doing that.
Your phone retarded. All right, so we have look.
So I did all that for
it went.
Did it?
Listen, that's all right. See, I said side piece, but that's the only side piece that I can have. They don't really count.
Alicia Cherry.
As long as he helping to pay bills in Florida, right?
I know,
right? That's what my husband talking about. As long as he paying some bills. So anyway,
LeBron pay all the bills.
Right? He got to pay all of them. So tonight we're talking about chivalry, romance. But we need. Man, I don't know how we gonna get this phone and get both of us in there.
Let's dance.
So you got to lay your arm around me like
romance.
You love me.
No, I'm not doing that.
Why? You don't want to pretend like you love me?
I do love you, but my shoulder, the way it's set up right now.
Why?
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 Because.
Really?
You
He just moved the camera everywhere.
You slept on top of my shoulder last night.
I didn't sleep on top of your shoulder.
And it's hurt.
I slept on top of you, but not your shoulder.
No, you sleep on top of me. If you did, I wouldn't be here.
For real?
Ow.
All right, so baby.
Yes.
Chivalry, romance. Is romance dead? Is chivalry dead? Where are we gonna start? What is chivalry to you?
What is chivalry to me?
Yeah, well, if somebody says chivalry, what does that mean?
I don't know. Opening doors, pulling out chairs,
Do people still do that? Do men still do that? Do they open doors and pull out chairs?
I'm sure some do. I do.
You do what?
Open doors, pull out chairs.
Do we pause this? Who you pull out a chair for?
Randoms.
He said, "Why you pull out chairs?" No, he do not pull out chairs. Don't let Cedric lie to you. He do not pull out chairs.
I do.
So they said Chilvary is dead. I see. Yes, it's damaged. Ooh, do explain. Okay, so Sean said, "Yep." Okay.
Devin Brooks said he does. You do what, Devin?
Pull out chairs. I guess it says Chilvary.
I do that.
Sometimes.
All that swinging from the chandeliers.
Right.
Cherie said they still do, but it's rare.
Well, okay, so this is okay. So chivalry is. Let's look up the definition of chivalry. That's one of the things we like to do. But he said pulling out chairs.
You see my picture in there.
I'm gonna see a picture from where.
And the definition of chivalry, my picture gonna be right there.
Y'all believe that? Chivalry is dead
To the
younger man. But are we just saying to the younger man?
Lester says it's not. It's just not appreciated. So when it's not appreciated, they don't do it no more. That's what Lester trying to say.
Okay, so let's establish, Sean, what the younger man is. What's the younger man?
What's the cutoff for younger men, Sean?
We inquiring minds want to know what's the cutoff for the younger man. Because I'm gonna have to. Well, it depends on. So now you trying to qualify your answer.
Now he a politician.
So you just said it was a younger man. Now it depends on how you was raised. Can you get your story together? Because all I want to know is you said chivalry is dead to younger men. What's younger man? 25 and down is young. Somebody said
25 to 30-ish. So under 30.
Okay, so what's the age of what's a millennial?
I would say that's anybody born 1999 or later, right? Would that be considered a millennial? I looked it up one time.
Yeah, we did. What's a millennial?
Let me look it up and make sure.
Because let me just say this, and I'm gonna I ain't putting no disclaimer out there. Millennials, they suck in most areas. Millennials suck in their emotions, in their workplace, in their relationships, in parenting. Millennials need help. Most millennials, and I don't know if it's because the parents have failed us or if the parents have failed the millennials. Hey, Ash.
82.
I don't know if it's because the parents have failed them or if they just was raised in this era of technology, so they don't put any effort into the relationship.
82 to 2004.
Baby, why you do that?
I do what?
I'm going and you gonna go on the millennial thing. We can go back to that, but I was doing a point. You're supposed to help me.
Well, I gotta help you. You say your own point. I gotta help you make a point.
Yeah, I know I don't like him on Monday nights. He get on my ever-loving nerve.
Right, I ain't gotta help you make no point. You wrong.
Well, I'm saying I asked a question. I'm saying that it's either upbringing for the parents or just the kids and technology and just have they disassociated themselves with reality.
Yes.
Why do you think millennials are like they are?
Well, it's a lot of reasons. I mean, it's a plethora.
What can you give me one of the plethoras?
Well, you already hit on a couple of them.
Okay, well, hit on something I ain't hit on, sugar.
Turn your cheek, I hit you.
Butt cheek.
I think not just the technology, but upbringing, and plus the parents of the millennials are younger than the parents of our generation. Like the average age of our parents was older, a little more mature than the average age of these millennials' parents.
So you think the parents failed?
Well, it's not necessarily fair. It's just a different, like, they don't have...
Ashley say both.
Yeah, they don't have Big Mama.
Big Mama 40.
Right. So they a lot of the wisdom and things that you get from the elders, they didn't get.
Okay, so on Instagram Live, Ashley said parents and technology. Well, I'm just going to say, like, even dating, though. Like, when these boys come, they They don't know like they can just go and blow at the girl house.
Well, I mean, it's not just that. It's just the society in general. Everything is quick. Everything is easy. Nobody wants to work for anything. Like now, you go microwave, you instant coffee, instant this. Everything is instant. Like, you know, you go online. I need to know something. I can look it up right away. You know, we were coming up. We didn't have all that.
Right. So tell us what the millennia is.
82 to 2004.
So what age is 82?
What age?
Yeah, I'm not good at that. I'm never good at the years in the day.
That's like 30.
Well, it's like Brooke now.
Yeah. 30, I think.
Rob says it's past generations. Parents were young having kids too. But see, but the average age of our parents was a lot older.
Right.
And when they got married, they like the idea of actually being married. Like, women like to be wives and want to be homemakers and want to be whatever. Now everybody's independent. I'm grown. I can do my own. I don't need you. Blah, 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 blah. So they tend to, you know, like, they have their own selfish agendas. Marriage is about teamwork. And if I'm all about my own agenda, then there's no teamwork. So I'm too busy trying to get, progress my own thing and not worry about my children.
But there was more grandparents, too, that was imparting into children and teaching them life lessons.
But the grandparents now are raising the kids. The mom and them going somewhere.
Yeah, but I'm saying the grandparents are a lot younger. So they haven't gotten all the lessons that they need to get from the elders. They're not passing it along.
Okay, he said, so he doesn't think age is a huge... He said he don't think age is a huge factor. I actually do. Okay, let's go back over here. I skipped something. We skipped a lot of the stuff that's over here.
It's not a huge factor if you were raised in the traditional way that everybody else was. But.
Okay, so let's we're going to try to... On Facebook Live, we got a bunch of stuff, so we missing... Okay, we got 20 right now.
Chilvary, not dead, just blocked by norms, appreciated by those less intelligent than me and y'all. Right.
Well, see, but I'm not even going to say less intelligent because they're going on what they know. All the TV shows today, what did we watch growing up? Cosby Show, Different World, even the white shows were like, you know, like the Andy Griffith, stuff like that was more family oriented. Andy Griffith was a single dad. We never thought about that.
Yeah, but the story was his wife died.
But I'm saying he still was a single dad. Right. And I'm saying he was still family oriented.
But he still had Aunt B and all them there too.
Right. But that's the shows we watched. Right. But now, the shows now are, you got the Ratchet Crew, the Housewives, where ain't nobody no doggone housewife, or one. And the expectation where the woman talks to the husband any kind of way. The expectation where, you know...
TV is ratchet.
Right.
Did you get the definition, Danielle, of millennial?
Right, you definitely have to. Somebody say you have to teach your son how to open doors. Right. I think it's lost on. Somebody say I think it's lost on both sides of the spectrum. I think some women mistake chivalry as being thirsty, and some men think it's being weak.
And that's true too.
Chivalry being thirsty? I don't understand.
Right. It's like they think, oh, you're doing too much when you're doing all that, like you sweating me, instead of just being nice.
But listen, the TV has taught us that it's okay for a man to bust us across our head or to choke us or to be aggressive to us because he care about us.
Yeah, but you missing the point of what
I know.
I
get what you're saying. I'm just saying, but to me, that's in a lot of in what we watch. I know we try to act like that's not a big factor, but that's huge because we talked about this before. Back in the day, we knew people were gay, but it wasn't so prevalent.
Well, this is the thing I'm trying to tell you. What you're missing about this, though. If a woman misconstrues my being chivalrous as being thirsty, then I'm not going to do it anymore.
That's true.
You get what I'm saying? So that will stop it from being something that I do on a regular basis, because if I do it and she's like, oh, you doing the most or whatever the case may be, because they're mistaking what I'm trying to be nice and be a gentleman for.
Oh, somebody recently said, remember somebody recently said to the name was soft or something like that. Remember, because he was when he was expressing his feelings, she said he was soft.
I don't.
But I'm just saying. Yeah. But so if a man, because you know it's the thing, we want our men to express their feelings, but we also kind of teach the men that if they express their feelings, then you being too emotional. But there has to be a balance. We've taught our men over years that men don't cry, men, are hard. They tough. Things don't get to them. But that's why when they get in marriages, we got to do this a little bit because you are just absolutely out of this one. When they get in marriages, things are they're damaged. And then you're like, why they won't show me their feelings? Why they won't tell me they care? Well, they ain't going to tell you because you done taught them all their life that the parents taught them that that's bad for a boy to cry or to tell you their feelings.
All right. Well, within reason. Monica says, my husband does on special occasions when we ride together to and from church. It's not a requirement for me personally. However, it's something that I've taught my sons, and they open doors and pull out chairs. That's good, Monica. Keep up the good work. Let's see. Candace said, you had to pull over while driving.
Why you had to pull over, Candace?
Right.
Parents. Yeah, they say it's the parents' fault.
Let's just say millennials have no good examples to look up to. I agree with that.
But you know what, though? I think they do have good examples. It's just that what they're attracted to is other young people that have learned how to appear to be successful or learn how to appear to have it together. Right. You know what I'm saying? So they want to be like their homeboy or somebody else.
Sean said they have Insta families now. Lester says, it's hard for these young men to treat our young women with respect when they see them half naked on Instagram. Well, they get all women confused and lump them all into the same pot when, just like anything else, you have good ones, bad ones, mediocre ones. There's all different ones. Okay,
so we got one over here too. Say, adding to the age comment, it's not necessarily the age, but the maturity that's failing the millennials. My mom married at 18 and she had a full-time job and drive. These 18-year-olds out here super lost. Now, okay, I'm not saying the age that they got married, because my mom got married like that too, right? She got pregnant and she got married early on, and my dad went off to college, so they got married like in their teens as well. But again, the mindset is different. You saw back in the day, you saw couples all the time. They might have had a raggedy house, but you saw them out together. You saw families together. Their life could have been horrible, but marriage, the representation of marriage was important. Would you say?
Yes.
But now it's like, it's okay to have a baby mama. It's cool to have a baby mama or a baby daddy or multiple baby mamas or baby daddy.
If you listen to a lot of these millennial girls talk, they want kids and not even in a relationship. I just want a baby. Don't have no husband or boyfriend, nothing, but want a baby.
Even the ones that say I'm going to go to a sperm bank or I'm a whatever, like, that's stupid. And I'm sorry that hurts my feelings, but children, the way God designed us is we need both parents. You need the female part. We're nurturing, we're loving, we're caring. We're that, that person that, just is a little more attentive when it comes to like that. The men are usually the structure, the hardness. They are, and not to say that every man, every woman is hard and every man is hard. Whatever. Men are more cut and dry. Know that boy need to get himself together. Know this, that, and the other. Like, even when our kids, I was like, say it, blah, blah, blah. He was like, no. They got to learn the hard way. I was like, but babe, that's just what mothers are. We're nurturing. We want to give a bunch of chances. You can't be a man and a woman to a child. So I don't understand why you would want to, for selfish reasons, have a child without the relationship. Ask God to give you who He wants you to have.
Well, especially if you don't have any problems having a baby. That's Jasmine says, what?
I'm trying to make sure we get in both of them.
Men don't try, and women don't hold men to standards.
That's true.
Candace said, I had my son young, my last year in college. I had to learn from early on what it is to be responsible, be married, and be a wife. Alicia says, they fall, we watch, pick them up, then give them the knowledge to overcome. Chica, most respect and loving this. Those shows were a part of our upbringing as well.
Yes, we are millennials, I guess, but...
No, BOL, what's that?
Oh, ball over laughing.
Oh.
Oh, look who that is. Yes, Danielle, we ain't gonna talk about you right now.
Yeah, I know. Oh, okay.
Yeah, look, really? I was like, Danielle, really? Millennials.
And she said, right, I believe it can't be quoted as thirsty. Candace says, Angie, right. He was right, said you're right. Let's see.
You gotta speak up, baby, because these people over here can't see
the comments. If that's true, then Ike Turner must be the most affectionate brother on the planet. What are you talking about?
Probably when I said they misunderstand people that people being rough with them and stuff.
Chilvary is not dead. Read my book. Ricardo. Alicia said, women and men.
Ricardo, did you really just do a shameless plug on our broadcast by reading your book, nigga?
Respect is essential to the growth of all society. The world influenced them more at time, I guess.
But like, okay, so we talked about, like, for instance, dating. Dating now, he
said, read, what's the name of the book? I don't know what it is.
Dating now is a little more, I don't know.
Actually, it seems it's a little more dangerous now.
It is dangerous.
It's crazy out here in these streets, man. Dating people, and people have emotional problems and don't want to take no, and have abandonment issues and all kinds of
okay, so now I know people drop their standards in dating because they get tired of being lonely. That's just the first thing.
Right.
But what happens if you marry a man, women, that is not romantic, that does not show chivalry, any of that stuff, but then you see somebody and you want that? Is it too late once you get married to ask your husband to be romantic or to show chivalry? Is it okay? Or is it like, well, this is how you marry me, this is how you gonna get me? I need to hear feedback. Come on, Ashley. Come on, Beige.
Yeah. Earl says, if I respect and love my wife or girlfriend, then chivalry will come naturally because you want to show your respect and love by opening that door, getting flowers, etc. To your point, Angie, I think it's not over with. You always can change, but the thing is, how are you asking for what you need? Are you complaining and fussing about it, or are you communicating your needs in a loving
But even if a woman
manner?
say, baby, I want you to hold my hand and open the door and, do walks around the park. I ain't doing no doggone walk. I don't want to no walk. Like that was one of our areas that because that's just not you. And when I express stuff, no matter how I say it, that's just not what you wanted to do. Now you did take some steps, Lord. You'll hold my hand by 2 steps and drop it, but you made
you still saying that?
Okay, I'm sorry. Shouldn't marry. Right, okay. So on Instagram Live, she said, it's too late. You shouldn't have married this behind. So are we saying that once you marry somebody, you have to deal with exactly the way they are? You can't request better?
Well, the only thing actually I would say about that is as you get older, what you want and what you need changes. So you have to still be able to communicate that to your spouse. You can't think that, okay, at 20 or 25 or whenever you got married, this is what I wanted and this is how you are. And then we get 40, you're going to want something different. So you can't still expect that 20-year-old behavior is going to be acceptable and fulfill the needs that you have.
Like, for instance, when people get married, a lot of times people still club and go out and do whatever.
Exactly.
And then after a while, you kind of like, man, I'm married. I ain't got that. But not when you realize what you're going out for is at your house. Yeah. If you water your own garden, it'll be better than what you got. If he wants somebody to make it rain and he can throw that money, I would drop it, pop it, lock it, split it, tuck it, nuck it.
Right.
I was gonna say some other stuff that rhymed.
And see, Quasi's saying that, especially if kids, and that's the thing, when you're raising kids, a lot of times you don't even know your spouse at all because all of your time is filled with logistics. What are we gonna do about the kids? We're gonna pick them up. The kids got to go to the doctor. The kids got this, that, and third.
But not only that, but what happens if you got one parent that's really tough? And well, okay, just say we get married, we talk about how we're gonna raise our kids.
Right.
When you had a kid, now this child done roped you, put you around their finger, and.
But a lot of people don't even talk about that.
But I'm saying we don't talk about it, and so when you get into the parenting thing, now we're at odds about this child. Now before you was all structured, kids should do this, kids should do that, and now you get this child done melted your heart. And it can be the man. Like, when those men get daughters, oh, my God, you be like, for real, have all the seats. And then things change. You know what I'm saying? We didn't talk about this part of it. Because even if you talk about stuff that's surface, you don't dig deep into that stuff. Like, okay, will they get a spanking? Do we have bedtimes? Can they watch anything they want to watch? What's our structure? In most marital counseling, they just hit surface stuff. They don't go deep. And I think that's a part of knowing that I think that's part of things that need to be changed. some more in-depth marriage counseling.
Right.
Think of this. State of Florida requires you to do a whole bunch of hours, tests, road tests to get a license. And it costs you a bunch of money. However, you don't have to have any kind of testing to go get married.
To get a marriage license. Same, it's still licensed.
I'm saying,
like a
marriage license, you ain't got to study for nothing. You ain't got to answer no questions. You ain't even got to know what a wife's supposed to do. And a lot of times, people get married on the wrong concept of what marriage is and what marriage is supposed to be.
Right.
And so later on, they're like, I ain't know married. Why I supposed to do all that? No, I ain't signed up for this. Is what we hear a lot. I ain't signed up for this.
Like you said though, they watching these shows and they getting their idea of what marriage is from TV, and that's not realistic because
no reality TV.
Everybody has different upbringings, different worldviews. So what you expect in a marriage is different than what your spouse expects in a marriage.
All right, so why go to the strip club and look? I'm sorry. Why go to the strip club and look at bologna when I got
steak at home? Yeah.
I'm gonna block you. You so stupid. Love language book is a good way. We did a whole thing on love language, Monica. We did that whole thing, and did you wouldn't believe that most people didn't even know about love languages or what their spouse's love language is, which is significant in how you deal with your spouse. And then Quasi said, they become your world and your identity. Now they get older and you so many people, so many couples get divorced after 40 and 50 years, and you wonder how is that they got divorced? Because they invested all their time into their children. They didn't date. They didn't spend time together. So they don't know each other. So now they're saying to me, there's a stranger in my house. And it really is. Because the person you are at 20 is not who you are at 40 or 50. What does it say? Okay.
I think it's fair to grow and communicate any changes you want your spouse to make. However, I know people who are married thinking that person would change simply because they're married. Now that is dumb. That is dumb.
But you know what though? Most people think they're going to read their mind. Like, okay, we had a situation where this guy said he did something to her and she wouldn't tell him, and she said, you should know what's wrong with me. Okay, speaking on behalf of the women, I'm just going to tell you this. Half the time we don't know what's wrong with us. So how in the world you expect this man to figure out this maze and to know anything about you? Because we change from day to day.
Right. Taneri says, I can attest, I had no idea what marriage is about. Ashley on, what's this?
Instagram.
She said her husband was tied with 3 love languages. I told him I ain't got time to be trilingual.
Right? I'm telling you, he got to pick one now.
How you got 3
Rob, you doing the most.
Yeah, you got too many now.
But listen, okay, so I'm going to go here. We were talking about dating, and we talked about people having babies, sperm bank and stuff like that. But what about when you have a married couple, the man is in the house, but he's not present? Like, she is doing everything like she's a single mother.
Right.
She raising the kids, she disciplining the kids, she paying the bills, she this, she that. Not that he's not bringing money to the house, but he's just coming home and being home and saying, hey, well, I'm home. Because I had somebody tell me that his thing that he did to be a good husband was come home. While that's something good, he said come home and he don't cheat. While that's something good, that's not enough to have a good marriage.
I agree.
And we have too many, marriage takes work. You never get a master's degree in marriage. You never. I'm better. But you think sitting around have problems? Yeah, we have problems. You know how many times I don't like him? We just learn how to talk about or articulate our times we don't like each other. We've learned how to not call everybody and tell everybody our business. We've learned who to share with and who not to share with. We've learned how to go to God. We've learned how to watch our mouth instead of attacking each other and attack the problem. So we have problems like everybody else. But the thing about it is that you won't know it because it's not on my. I'm not wearing it on my shoulder. He's not wearing it on his shoulder. You won't be like, hey, where Angie? I don't know where that hoe at.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of people now when they mad, they gonna be talking crazy about their spouse. I'm not gonna talk crazy about my spouse to you. I might be mad. I might call him a big head, something or another. But I'm not gonna let you do it.
You gonna put it on Facebook?
No. And Facebook it. Oh my God! If y'all don't stop Facebooking y'all problems, Jesus. Have a conversation about your problems with your spouse, the one that can change it. Or go talk to Jesus. Them the only people that can make some changes. Everybody else?
Jill.
Who?
Jill.
Okay, we missed some. Let's go back. Where we at, man?
Nikki said, if you love your spouse, you should want to please them and do little things they like. It goes both ways. Compromise. You got to maintain as a parent. You are not their friend. It's a difference from spoiling and giving them the reality. I think we did those. Danielle Turner says hello.
Hey, Danielle.
We did the one about I can attest. I had no idea what marriage is about. Oh, appearances are deceiving to the mind, body, and heart. We just have to teach our youth to recognize reality. They went up. Understand all aspects of life. Appreciate all love. And grow from every experience. What matters to the heart is individualized, but to concentrate. What does that say?
Concentrate?
No,
concrete.
Concrete, a better world. We have to consolidate theories on a level that all can adhere
I'm tearing up words. It said concrete. Yeah. I said concentrate. How about that?
Facebook it, Danielle. Yeah, Facebook it.
You Facebook it. Anybody that know me, if I see you Facebooking your page, I'm calling you on the phone. I ain't texting you. I'm gonna say if you don't get your life together, because somebody on your page thirsty and wants your husband or your wife. So get your life.
Quasi said we have to face our problems and stop Facebooking them.
But Facebooking, this is the thing. They do these encrypted messages. Right. If he knew it was good for him, girl, bye. You think people don't see through that?
You don't miss what's good until it's gone.
Right. Oh my Lord.
Renato say peace and blessings. Peace and blessings unto you.
Hey, Renato. You know what?
Look, Ricardo,
ain't nobody say Ricardo. They can read it.
Name his book.
Look, Chilvary
is not dead. That's a
gentleman. I'm saying they can read. I was saying they can read it. You know what Earl said earlier that I slightly disagree with. He said if you love your spouse or your girlfriend, chivalry will come naturally. But what is natural to me is not natural to you.
Correct.
Like natural is how you your upbringing, who you were around, who taught you. If nobody in your family opened doors, then that's not natural for you. Like Cedric and I had this issue when we first got married. I was like, men supposed to take out the garbage, men supposed to cut the grass, men supposed to this. But then, and it's not that they don't do that, but that's not a sin. No. There's not a biblical like if you don't do this. Then
not a manual.
Yeah, there's not if I take out the trash, then he not a man. That doesn't work like that. Although I do want him to take out the trash, Jesus.
Well, we know.
Right, chivalry is a taught trait. I agree. But now these millennials, they're not being taught that. The parents too busy in the club.
Quasi say chivalry is not dead. It just may be in a deep sleep.
Well, can we wake it up? Stay woke.
Don't get caught sleeping out here.
Oh my Lord! I just wonder sometimes, like, I can't even imagine when my daughters, like, they've had friends, but when they actually start dating, they're not gonna fare well with Cedric because he's not letting you come and blow the horn for my daughter to come outside. They ain't finna be hugged up on the couch like they paying bills there. These people have their kids in the house. Hey Jay, kids been in the house, laid up on the couch like this their house, like they the man and woman of the house.
Stay woke.
I'm not gonna be able to do it. Who is that, child? You tell me that's your boo. Who is that? I'm just wondering.
I guess the guy that sang that song.
No, she pointed the arrow up, so whoever that person is on top.
I don't know.
But I'm just saying, chivalry.
NTIT Ocean. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know what that is me either. But the whole thing is that, you know.
Oh, Rob.
We assume. Oh, Jesus, Rob. You know you so silly. The thing about it is that we can't assume that what was natural in my house is natural in your house.
Right.
And we had that because you were raised a single mother. So what I expected a man to do was different than what my dad did. And that was one of the issues because I was like, if you was a man, you would do that and other. And he was like, okay, tell me that one more time. I was like,
yeah, say, oh no, I'm going to beat him down by blowing the horn. At least you say, blow what horn?
But listen,
we got that action.
But listen, I'm telling you, the manner in which these boys, like if somebody like our daughter, we like, okay, even if we can't meet them FaceTime, let's see what we talking about. Because we look, I ain't trying to say we are expert in marriage and relationships. But we can pick up on some stuff. And the fact that both of us is recovering hoes, we know some hoes when we say them.
Wait a minute. What?
Oh, you was the biggest hoe. I just was on the back burner. Jesus delivered me from hoism.
I rebuke you, Satan.
You want hoe?
Get thee behind me. I was not.
What you was?
I was just friendly trying to spread the word of the Lord.
What?
The Bible says go out to the hedges and the highways.
You was in the room, in the bed.
No.
Not the hedges and the highways. You was in the room in bed.
None of that. You wasn't there. How you know what I was doing?
You was hurting.
You don't know what I was doing.
The Bible also told you to save yourself in marriage, but you didn't.
Hey, you don't know what I was doing.
You know, let's say it. Yeah, I do know what you're doing. Thank you.
That was immaculate conception.
Right, but you know, like, right? He played too much. But you know, the thing is,
Don't put the church members in this.
you know, we not trying to. We just want people to understand, like, things you get married. You can't expect a person when they get married to be somebody totally different. Like, if they were, give me a good example, Cedric. That's something like
They
something
were lazy before you met them.
right. If they was lazy and they ain't do nothing, they ain't never worked before. You can't be like, oh, we gonna get married. You gonna start.
You gonna get 10 jobs.
No,
You gonna be Jamaican.
no, you're not gonna get Jamaican. But at the same time,
Got 10 jobs.
Angie, you didn't answer my love language question. What you said?
About being trilingual.
My husband, yeah, you said you ain't trying to be. I told you don't need to be trilingual. That's what you're talking about. Rob tried it. I told him to pick one.
Pick the one he liked the best.
Right. Well, he better.
Which one he got the highest score? That's the one you concentrate on. That
Did
one.
you say the highest score?
The highest score. Concentrate on that one.
That's Rock Lake education right there. Graduate of Rock Lake Elementary. High score.
You say graduate of Rock Lake Elementary.
Did you not graduate from Rock Lake and go to another school? You do.
No, you don't.
Yes, you do.
No.
You have.
That's Edgewater.
I'm sorry. We're educated at Edgewater. I asked, was that your love? Acts of service was my love language. Actually, no. Mine was the one with affection and words. Like I like
Affirmation.
No, but what was the name of it? What was it called?
Remember?
See how much he paid attention and love? I can't get on. I can't find which one this is.
You had a bunch of them too.
I did not have a bunch of mine. Mine was, you know, like I want him
all
to.
of them.
Shut up. Mine was not all of them because I don't. I'm not a gift person.
Love me.
Right. Words of affirmation. That was me. I want you to tell me.
I said that. You said no.
Blah, blah.
So you don't even know what yours is.
Blah.
Oh, really?
You don't give me a kiss?
You don't know what yours is.
I do. I said words. I said telling me something. I tell you what it meant, not necessarily the term. Yes, Cedric is gifts. He won't give.
Right.
Foster, you better not bite the hand that feeds you.
I'm right. Wrong.
Ashley, don't bite the hand that
Put your
feeds
hands
you.
down.
He is not there. So if you want to be
Whatever you need, I got you.
he'll lie.
I got that motivation for her.
Motivation. That ain't gonna help her when she hungry.
Yes, it will. If she say, "Hey, tell her to tighten up on," I say, "Hey, better get right. Better tighten up."
You gonna tell me to tighten up?
Yeah, to help her out. If you won't get your medicine because the pharmacy be out. No refill for you.
Y'all know what medicine is? He's talking about his Vienna sausage is medicine. And he's going to withhold medicine. Kielbasa. He ain't going to withhold medicine from me. Because I am a G. I take it.
Yeah.
Give me that.
Well,
Okay.
what we talked about earlier. When the lady was talking about diabetes. You got diabetes.
Did y'all hear him? Did you hear what he just said? Somebody help me. What I got, Cedric?
You got diabetes. And you low. That's how you measure it right there. Low.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry that he said that.
It's low.
Lord, I thought I trained him better to act like he got some sense.
Vitamin D is low.
You know what? You're not going to keep embarrassing me in front of these people.
Hey, you better
Anyway.
tighten up. You want to get your issue.
To wrap this up, we usually go to 9, but I have another show that I'm going to be on at 9 out of California because it's 6 p.m. their time. He crazy, not me. You have to say him. I'm just, I just got him out the home.
Listen, she just got diagnosed this evening, so it's a new thing. She's still trying to cope with, you know what I'm saying? And we can.
I gotta take insulin shots.
Yeah, I'm trying to get her medicine right. What her ratio is. So yeah, see, she need that D sugar to bring her up.
Y'all stupid, and y'all the fact that y'all co-sign this dumb stuff, this is driving me nuts.
Hey, what's my uncle name?
Sugar Meat.
Sugar Meat.
He got an uncle named Sugar Meat.
There it is. So that's sugar.
Look, they said kiss me. Give me some sugar. Look. Give me some sugar. She said kiss me. That looked painful,
Try to close your eyes.
No.
Why are your eyes open?
Okay, Bruno Mars. You see how much headache it is when you give me a kiss? This stuff we went through. This is what my romance is. Non-existent.
You lying.
Give me some kiss. I knew you was going to do that by a move.
TV kiss.
That is not a kiss.
That's what they do in the movie.
You were not in the movie.
Look.
You can make it.
Listen.
I don't know. Cedric. Now you doing too much. Come on, man.
You gotta turn your head like this.
Jesus, he retarded. Cedric. Really? Put your arm back by me so we both can be in the shop with your goofy stuff.
She didn't want it. She didn't want my sugar.
I didn't want that. That was like a disease was coming. You can motivate the person to be better. Just be patient. Correct.
Hey, yeah. See, J. Nicole. She Sugar Meat. That's my uncle. That's his name.
Give her sugar. Bring her. Oh God. The hardest part about learning love languages that there is a fine line between manipulation and ministry. Learning your spouse's language and operating. I can't even get it.
Just pressing buttons.
I know. And operating in
it.
Your heart
has to be in the right place.
I'm confused, Quace. I ain't gonna even pretend like I know what that means.
Quace went deep on us.
Yeah, you went deep, Quace. I got lost. All right. So you say no romance, right? So this is the thing.
What's the thing? Tell me the thing.
The person you marry on day one, and all your dreams and hopes and your aspirations will not be the same person 20 years from now. The hope is that they'll get better, that there'll be a better version of them, that there'll be a better version of the man or woman that God called them to be, because what you want at 20 is not what you want at 40. What you like, even when you think about, like, when you have a dream house or a dream car, or I'm going to go to, like, when you look at when you were a child, women, we say, okay, we knew when we was going to get married, how many children we going to have, how many houses we going to have. And then you realize some bad decisions. I can't go to this school. Realize now, my mama don't have enough money for me to go to school, or my grades weren't going to go to school, so I got to go to another school. Some alternative facts.
And I couldn't marry him because I'm a baby mama.
And then I got married, and I'm divorced, and I got this baby. Now I'm a baby mama, so now my one marriage, picket fence is not the issue. And it doesn't mean that it's necessarily a bad thing, but what we want at 20 is not what we want at 40. And if it is, I'm going to tell you something wrong with you. Because you always, your dreams, your goals, your aspirations should be evolving all the time. So who you are at 20 cannot be who you are at 40. That's even if you're not married. Because nobody wants the 20-year-old. I want a grown man. Hold on. Somebody else said something first. Okay, so somebody says, love you, girl. Well, thank you. And somebody said, no romance. Somebody say, he playing. This may be comical, however, it's true. Most respect. Thank you so much. I love y'all's sense of humor. Thank you. I believe that sense of humor is what kept us from not getting divorced.
That Rob say facts, like Dr. Umar.
You know what?
Facts.
You know what, Rob?
That's facts, Rob. You got me. You know what I mean?
That's
I know it is
crazy stuff.
Crazy say, mean I can give you your gifts, but if it is only to get what I want from you, then it's operating from a place of manipulation, not ministry. Oh, that makes sense.
Well, but listen, but is it? If I give you gifts because I know that that's what you want, and I want something from you, is that always manipulation?
Yes.
How?
Because it's not the acts of doing it; it's the motivation behind it.
Yeah, but
So yes, it is. Even though that's the right thing to do, it's still manipulation.
But
if you're doing it to get something in return, you're supposed to be doing it without expecting anything in return.
Okay, that's supposed to be. But if you have a relationship that doesn't have that, okay, right. And I now have to do it out of obligation until it becomes a part of me.
Right. Well, I'm not saying don't do it. I'm just saying yes. So it still is manipulation if your motivation is wrong. Yes.
I disagree. I don't think it's always manipulation, but
I didn't say always.
That's
but if that's your motivation for it, then yes, it is manipulation.
Laughing helps. Right. You know, I found that the times that we had the hardest times, like we end up playing tag, or he'll throw something at me, and we chasing each other around the house, and then you end up laughing, and then he slipping, falling in the cooch, and then you just like, oh, it's all better. Not really, but. It was just...
Girl, I'm about to dive in.
Why your mouth like that when you sing the song? Oh my God.
You have to be passionate about it. I don't slip in, but I dive in. Whoa.
Baby, you should dive in there. You can't dive
in. Who? Dive in that thing? Cannonball. Rob said he really like the goals and dreams evolve quote. That is so true. Sometimes they evolve from month to month, week to week.
But you know, when you have somebody that you're a team... They want your dreams and goals to evolve. They be like, well, because I hear people say, well, then you ain't the man I married. You're not the woman I married. I hope not.
Exactly.
If they're not getting better, I'm going to say it's your fault. Because it's your job to pray and birth your spouse into the man or woman of God they're supposed to be. So if they going left.
When you praying and birthing, though, you gotta turn that Holy Ghost knob in them. You got to reach out and turn that thing.
Really, Cedric? Really? Really?
Yeah, you got to turn it. Yeah, it's your job to birth that thing, that ministry in your spouse.
It really is, though. I know we laughing and joking, but if your spouse starts to go to the side right now and start to do some crazy stuff or have a midlife crisis, you're going to start praying then.
Right.
So why not be praying for them all the time? Prayer is valuable. Prayer gets things done. Prayer will get your husband or wife in check when you can't.
Right.
We think we got the right words or the right scripture, but they be like, oh, I got the right scripture too.
Samaj say, laughing helps everything. What's up, Samaj? Quasi say, yes, it's the heart behind it. Alicia says, die before dishonesty to manipulate. Fasha says, good or bad manipulation that you have to learn.
You listen, I'm going to tell you, I forgot what I was going to say.
What you going to say?
I don't know, we was talking about something.
Manipulation.
No, it was something on here.
Manipulating me.
I'm manipulating you?
Mm-hmm. I would just let me put tip in. That's manipulation.
Wait, what?
I just made that up.
You keep making a whole bunch of stuff up. I want you to get your life together. This dude right here got some problems on him. But
I say Deandra say pray all the time. That's right, all the time.
Well, you know the thing about we discount. All I can do is pray.
That's enough.
That's a good thing because prayer goes where we can't go. But I just do believe that if you make things a lot lighter, then they don't seem as serious, and everybody not on 27.
Right. Every situation don't have to be super serious. You got enough things going on in life.
But you know that's the thing. You're gonna have stuff in your life that's serious. You know, they might have a death in the family. Somebody got cancer. Somebody got this and that, and somebody in jail. You have enough serious issues, so don't make everything be serious. Sometimes we're just too deep.
Right.
Sometimes we just too saved. Like sometimes we want to be, and I know that sounds so funny. People like too saved, but the thing about it is that we often forget just to have fun. Like you can quote a bunch of scriptures, and he be like, "So you gonna give me that coochie though?" And I remember I forgot he said something retarded, and I just bust out laughing because
what them draws do.
What them draws do is what he said.
Quasi said, I enjoyed this and miss you guys. We miss you too, brother.
Right, Quasi. Good seeing you.
How's the wife
right,
and the
I
kids?
can stand when people. I can't stand people say right. I mean, like I feel like I'm a woman of God, but I can't be around here talking about how you doing. I'm blessed and highly favored. Thus saith the Lord, thy God. My husband's stupid. He gonna be like, okay, so you gonna give me coochie or what?
Monica said, I'm guilty of being too serious in my marriage sometimes. That's all right. You can lighten up sometime, Monica. It's not too late. Wave say, some people know how to hide their true selves till they get what they want from you.
Well, but that means that you didn't do your due diligence.
Right.
Because when you ask the right questions, you around them. See how they act around their family. See how they interact with people around them. Yeah. If you probe enough, the real stuff will come to light.
I'm
telling you.
Slip out.
Let them get cut off in traffic or act the fool. And if they so serious, they so saved, and then they go to cussing everybody out.
Right. You turn into Bernie Mac. And prayer allows you to ascend beyond. That's true, Alicia.
But you know what? We gotta get ready to get off of here because I gotta get on this other show. But
you can't get the thing up and running.
Shut up.
I thought you was a technology person.
You know what? Don't do that. I always like to end with prayer, but I also want to show you my husband remodeled this house, and it's beautiful. And I want to show you, babe. You gotta carry one phone, I carry the other. I can't carry both. What?
What day is it?
Come on, we're gonna pray real quick.
I'm gonna stand behind you. I'm gonna undergird you.
You gonna undergird me, babe?
Yes.
Ow, my butt in between the chairs, babe. That don't work.
I'm undergird.
This nut say he undergird me. That's not Cedric. I'm sorry, y'all, that my husband's retarded. All right. Is it over? What happened over here?
I don't know. No, I don't know.
Okay. All right, dear Lord, we thank you for this night, Lord. We thank you for each and every person on this broadcast. We ask that you go to each and every home, Lord. Revive, rekindle, refresh their marriage, Lord. If they're single, Lord, give them guidance as to what things they need to do and to improve themselves, Lord. Help us all, married, single, divorced, to work on ourselves, Lord, that we'll be better people, better husbands, better wives, better co-workers, better friends, better family members, Lord. When we leave today, we ask that you give us some food for thought, that what we talked about tonight will provoke us to be better, to do better, and to realize that, you know, sometimes we have things in our marriages that we don't necessarily talk about or communicate the way we should. But help us to open the door to have some conversations, Lord, that we're able to talk about the things that may be difficult to talk about, Lord, but then help the person that's on the receiving end to be receptive, Lord, and to make changes, Lord. Help the person that is making the request, that they're open to the person that's making the changes, Lord, and that they are patient. I just thank you, Lord, right now for what you're doing in each and every marriage, Lord. I cancel the assignment of the enemy over these marriages, Lord. They will fail, they will live and not die. They will be successful. And we count it done in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen.
Did this phone go dead? Nope, it went off.
It cut off.
Oh, so sad. I was going to show y'all the house, but you can take it and show it to him.
That was your idea.
You don't want to show it now?
Oh, you so much better at it. You are so...
I can't be. I got to be in the show. I'm already late.
You have so much...
Anyway,
words,
please, before you get off, on the left-hand side, share it to your page, please. And if you're not going to do it, then, baby, I can't. I got to get in the show. I'm already late.
Well, you shouldn't have been late.
We had a good conversation.
My mama gonna kill me because she didn't clean up.
Don't show that star. Just go show something specific.
I'm showing the kitchen and everything
show
like
what
that.
You did. They don't know what you did, honey.
I did this right here. I did this right here. And this over here. I did that. See that? I did the lights under there. I did all that there. I did her.
Your butt over there?
Huh?
Go, I want to show the tub, babe.
He said show us next week. How to turn the lights down.
Okay.
Hurry up. We got to get on the other show, right? That's how you do it? This is bathroom.
You said bathroom?
Bathroom. Quick, master. Don't look at the jump. Closet, walk in. Quick. Artwork. Desk. Custom built that. Shower. What you know about that glass tub? All right. That's just a quick tour. We'll go more in depth next week. We gotta get on another. Yeah, this is my mother's situation.
That you renovated.
Renovate the whole house, top to bottom. Everything in here is brand new. Electrical, plumbing. Everything's new. We'll show you the outside, but it's raining pretty good outside. I did the landscaping and everything. So it turned out pretty good. Let me see how bad it's raining out here. Yeah, it's raining real bad. Got the chandelier up here. Added the garage on. So I'll give you a better view of it next time outside. You can see it. But anyway, love y'all. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. We'll see you guys next week. Same bat time, same bat channel.
He's so extra.